it has come to stay. Okoduga Legacy Foundation have come to stay, and we're going to sustain it by the grace of God. It's an NGO fully registered, and we also try not to be so selfish about it. You know, the board of trustees is for now it's about four of us. We are 4 in number. He is there, I'm here, and my elder brother is there. Then there's one chief from our town they call Chief Brian Odiako Sadi Mwadialofi, who resides in Atlanta, Georgia. He's also a director, a trustee. You know, so to make it know that it's all about us. It's not only about the Okoduga people. It's all about the society. You know, for now, the one we did today is purely sponsored by the family. You know, when you start something, people are naturally skeptical. The world is fraudulent also. They will say, you know, so you need to sustain the temple and also act by yourself and let people know that, yes, this is real. We spent close to about 4-point-something million naira today. We gave out 7 motorcycles.
4.5 just? 7
motorcycles, 6 grinding machine, tomato, grinding machine that grinds tomato, anything. Then cassava grinding machine and the compressor, that is the dryer, so to speak. So we have done that. You know, we have given it. And let me also say it, for purpose of emphasis, that the process of selecting the beneficiaries of this thing was not done by any member of the family. We looked at it and we said, okay, fine, we need to involve the youth leaders of this town to come together and actually take the time to look for those who are really indigent, those who really deserve this empowerment. And they went into the town and they brought this number of persons. And if you were there in the ground, you will also see that, like one of my friends was saying when we were coming, when he was driving me down here, he said, indeed, the selection was quite deserving. So we were not part of it. We were not part of the selection of those process. They brought those names, and all we did was to vet it and make sure that it's a square peg in a square hole. And once we have crossed the T's and dot the I, what we now did was to give them. So the process was entirely not ours, even though it was financed by the family. But who became the beneficiary was done, by members of the community, supervised by the councillor representing our town, who is #1 government official of this town. He supervised the process, and he's a man of credible character and pedigree. His judgment is seen to be fair and sound. So when we dotted the I's and crossed the T, that was what metamorphosed into today's program. Lastly, I also want to say, yes, my father was a very great politician, but all the beneficiaries of his goodwill, some of them were not politicians. And even those who were politicians, some of them were not even in his political group. He doesn't segregate, he doesn't know divides. Even though he was firm in his political ideology, he never take politics it never include acrimony into his political philosophy. So we decided, and we made sure that this selection and this foundation is purely non-political. It has nothing to do with politics. As a matter of fact, I saw 70% of the people that came today. Yes, because I'm from this town. When I saw the list, I didn't know them by name. But when they came, I saw their faces. I didn't know them. I wasn't participating. And I don't even know if they're politicians. And in the family, like my brother said, in a family of 17 children, it's just 2, me and my elder brother, that are politicians. And I'm not also a full-time politician.
You're an active politician.
Yes, I'm an active politician. I'm
not a full-time.
I am not a full-time politician. I do business, like I told you. So my driving force of politics is this town. I was telling the first reporter that came, he was asking me, I said, if I'm like Dangote, if I'm like the Lumelus of this world, if I'm like the Jim Ovias of this world, and maybe I won't join politics. They will wake up, they will sleep and wake up one day to see the whole road ties and everything that this town needs, I will give it to them. But it's the love I have for this town that puts me into politics. I feel that the best and the fastest way of developing a town is through the government. So I just felt let them have a voice in this town, and that has been my driving force. I've not regretted it. The road may be so rough, but we're going. So that is basically we intend to continue very, very soon. We have done the first stage of it. It's going to be a continuous one. We're also going to expand the frontiers, talk to people, use our connections or our goodwill also to reach out to people. It's an NGO, like my elder brother said, for people, the government, and everybody to key into the society. Because if everybody begin to help the less people, when that crime will reduce, joblessness will reduce, and an idle man is the devil's workshop. These people that we have given Okada now, motorcycle, if they abuse doing work, if you call them to come and fight, they are not going to be part of it because they abuse it. So if we expand it, before you know it, the town becomes, or the country becomes, more peaceful and more habitable. So we are going to enjoin people to join in this noble idea. We're going to expand our frontiers, both locally, nationally, and internationally. I'm going to personally use the little goodwill and connection that I have to make it. So Okoduga Legacy Foundation has come to stay and will grow in heights. Thank you.
Yes,